Alright guys, so we have a very close fight, Matheus Nicolau and Manel Kape. This fight is a flyweight fight, a UFC fight at Edwards versus Muhammad. Guys, Manel Kape, the 17th best flyweight fighter in the world, 15 wins and 5 losses. The betting odds for the fight, -110 Matheus Nicolau and -110 for Manel Kape. Literally 50-50, Matheus Nicolau, the 78th best bantamweight fighter in the world, 15 wins, 2 losses and 1 draw. He's 28 years old. Manel Kape is 27 years old, so no real age advantage for either fighter in the fight. Matheus Nicolau, 5'6" tall, a little bit taller than Manel Kape is. Manel Kape is 5'5" tall. Manel Kape has a reach of 68 inches, a little bit longer reach than Matheus Nicolau, as Matheus Nicolau's reach is only 66 inches. This fight is going to be a very, very interesting fight. The betting odds, as I said before, is literally 50-50, but guys, the Tapology predictions are absolutely insane, guys. Look at this. 77% of the vote going for Manel Kape to win the fight, mainly by knockout, and a lot of people have Manel Kape winning the fight by decision. 23% of the vote, only 1 out of 4 people doing predictions on these Tapology predictions are saying that Matheus Nicolau is gonna win the fight, mainly by decision. In my opinion, most likely this fight is gonna go all the way. I give it maybe 35 to 40% chance that one of these two fighters gets a finish in the fight, because as we all know, Manel Kape has a lot of power in his hands. I mean, look at this. Manel Kape inside of Ryzen, it was an absolute beast. I mean, first round knockout whenever Ian McCall, first round knockout whenever Ersin Yamamoto, third round rear naked choke submission, second round knockout, second round knockout, second round knockout. Every single fight that he won inside of Ryzen was a finish. I mean, that is just absolutely insane. Outside of Ryzen, I believe he went 9-1 with only one loss to Suk Kamsa. I don't know how to say that guy's last name, but his only losses as a pro MMA fighter to Kyoji Horiguchi, Kai Asakura, Uka Sasaki, and then you have Alexander Pantoja, and then this guy down here. So his major losses to Kyoji Horiguchi, Kai Asakura, Uka Sasaki, and Alexander Pantoja, those are some pretty legit competitors to be losing to, so there's nothing to blame there. Fighting some legit competition, but every single one of his wins inside of Ryzen being a finish. He has so much power in his hands. Let's go down here. His wins, 9 wins by knockout, 5 wins by submission. Only one of his wins has gone all the way, and he won that one by decision. His losses, 2 of them by submission, and 3 of the losses by decision. As an amateur, he has no amateur fights, so we don't really need to look at that. Matheus Nicolau, a little bit different. He wins his fights a little bit different than Manel Kape does. He has 6 wins by submission, 7 wins by decision, and 4 wins by KO. He definitely has the grappling advantage because Manel Kape doesn't really have that much of a grappling game. But Matheus Nicolau does have 4 knockouts in his arsenal. His loss as a pro, 2 by knockout. That's 2 losses by knockout. Manel Kape could get a knockout in the fight, seeing as Matheus Nicolau has been knocked out in his career so far. I don't know if it shows the draw. It's just a draw. But he doesn't have any amateur fights. Neither fighter has any amateur fights. So in my opinion, the way that Matheus Nicolau would be able to win the fight is to keep the fight really, really close on the feet, and then just secure each round with a takedown at the end of the round. And that's the main way I'd see Matheus Nicolau winning these rounds and ultimately winning the fight. If either fighter were to win the fight, in my opinion, it'd be 29-28. It's just that close of a fight. On the feet, I definitely give the striking advantage and the power advantage to Manel Kape 100%. So many knockouts in his career. I would not be surprised if he gets a knockout in this one. Matheus Nicolau, as I said before, his main way to win the fight, keep the fight even on the feet, and then get a takedown, go for a submission at the end of the round, and secure his rounds. But Manel Kape just needs to defend those takedowns, keep the fight on the feet, where he does have the advantage, and if he can do that, which I think he will, I think Manel Kape is going to look at his first win inside the UFC, and that is why Manel Kape winning this fight by unanimous decision.